one thing will get you everything. Trying to do everything will rarely get you one thing. By that I mean doing one thing well, doing one thing consistently well, and then building on that one thing will eventually get you where you want to go. But if you look at the whole thing, if I said I want to train a horse to do everything, so I'm immediately working on everything, I'm going to frustrate the horse and frustrate myself and probably not get anything. But the same is true in life. If I have these ambiguous goals, if I say, what I want to do, the New Year's coming up, I want to be a better person. How can I measure that? But if I go, well, the New Year's coming up, I have this one thing that I want to work on, and when I get that done, I'm sure I'll find another one thing. And that one thing will probably tell me about another one thing. So eventually I'll have a few one things, and I can build on the one thing, and it's measurable. I can say, well, I got this one thing done, and I'm getting it done well, I'm getting it done consistently, and then we start working on another thing. So with a horse, when I start working with a horse, the one thing, even in the round pen, the one thing is this ear and this eye if he's going counterclockwise. And if he's going clockwise, it's this eye and this ear. I want those to start coming towards me. So I'm looking at that one thing, so okay, he's starting to listen to me. If that nose is pointed out and his ear's out there, he's saying, man, only thing I can think of is out there somewhere. Anywhere but being close. So once he starts getting that ear and eye towards me, I've got one thing, and then I want that nose to start coming towards me. So every time he does what I want him to do, I just take the pressure off. So after a while, I get a horse that goes, I really, whether he wants to or not, I don't know. But what the horse will start doing is, when I'm cued to, I really need to have that nose and that eye and that ear on this person. So if I do that spiritually, if I say, God, I am far from being where I need to be, but help me to get my focus, help me to listen, help me to see, and help me to start moving in the right direction. So if I'm just moving one part. So if I take this horse and say, okay, Starbuck, I want you to come towards me, and I want you to have that eye and ear. So right now he's praying, obviously, and so what he will do, so if I just bring that eye, that ear over here, and now if I could do that spiritually, I'd be golden. God would just say, okay, I want you to pay attention, and I want you to come towards me. So horses, what I'm going to talk about is the step of faith that we take. What happens when we begin stepping out in faith? Here's what God is looking for and not looking for. One of the reasons that he asks for one thing at a time, and one of the reasons that we need to respond with doing something, is God is not looking for puppets, he's looking for partners. And so I don't like free will sometimes. But I like it, but free will gets me in trouble, because I'm free to do stupid things. And you may be shocked by this, but I have done stupid things that I am free to do. And I go, man, this free will stuff is really, really frustrating. So a horse can do stupid things. But what I'll come back to is the one thing. The nice thing about doing one thing at a time, one thing well, is that I can build on it. And if he starts doing a stupid thing, I can go back to the one thing.